time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to DeVries.
Look, another ship. Doesn't exactly scream official delegation transport to me.
This must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? But why is DeVries hanging on to it?
This sort of satellite is new to me. Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations.
Be still, Cadre.
For peace.
But don't let this interloper out of your sight.
I am certain we can both
It's you,
profit
is it
from
not?
a merger.
The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect?
And his fellow
Well, see here.
shareholders have some
If you
thoughts.
intend to stop me,
Madam
you're
Vice
far too
President,
late.
I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no
Preposterous.
merger, but
Our
an
mission to stop the
alliance.
talks is a
By
righteous
ending the
one.
war, we may
Why would
focus
I
on
ever
a true
jeopardize
threat
it for
to
the
our
likes of you?
society.
We need
The
answers,
rifts.
now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. I was warned you might try to lure me in with niceties, with professionalism, before going for the proverbial throat. I won't have it. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. If I... But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. Is it? I may not know of this Earth Directorate you speak of, but I can tell you are not one to be trifled with, if I wish to continue drawing breath. Which suddenly seems all I can focus on. Fine then. I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
It seems your sovereign is regarded as...
We need to find us a fuse to get this old thing operational again.
This is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a tug against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are so... influence.
So, your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself. Well, his looks are to be believed. You act like
like the current boss emerged from nowhere. I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Yep, they've commandeered those mechs. You want to choose this battle wisely.
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors. I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Observations suggest that matters have been delicate. But I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear. Between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure
Stand
your
me back
hold.
up!
Worrisome. According to my analysis prior to this meeting, enough goodwill exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success, should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, especially when so much is yet to be discussed.
This unit welcomes you to the utility atrium. My records do not indicate that any authorized personnel remain aboard the station. But I am programmed to exchange wares for monetary compensation for whosoever seeks it. Searching my records. Ah, yes. The explanation given by Mechanist DeSoto was as follows. I need someone to have eyes on my explosive friends. But I do not have eyes. Praise be to the Sovereign, for he knows precisely what to provide his subjects.
No time to lolly.
By my estimation, if we formed an alliance, say, within the next
Let me know
month,
when you need an instruction.
the march of the colonies.
Look at a few quarts low, Commander.
What model did you use? Which method?
You see, I'm Common sense meets observational data, you might say.
Something tells me we ain't alone here.
Come on.
Contact established.
There's the elevator. Getting close now.
suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, then peace is what
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have got Law before DeVries goes through with her plan.
The powers of persuasion here, but Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed him properly. The poor man damn you. Overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's Choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Abara, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Huh, certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip about the latest pitchball matches. Do you think me an idiot? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Spare me that sanctimonious drivel. You'll never be Commander Zane, don't even try. Better. I almost find you believable. It's in your best interest, Commander, to hear me out. I am doing everything with what little power I have to stop the rifts from destroying the galaxy. I am so close. With the right data and the prototype rift modulator hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor, the Order could finally figure out how to control the rifts. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. Anyone with even half-functioning gray matter knows that you cannot trust a corporation with the kind of power that comes with controlling rifts. The Order should know better. It's as if they've forgotten how we got to this point. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's... Law! Augustine, you could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap!
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means. No. I saw their models. The Protectorate and all their ignorance would have torn the galaxy asunder in pursuit of their matriarch's dream. Fascists are nothing if not predictable. You are focused entirely on the wrong thing. Wars come and go. Civilizations can rebuild. But this manner of destruction is something nothing can come back from. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. You're wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. No, I want the Order to not take the coward's way out. They broke from the Protectorate for a reason. The Order could lead humanity into a new age of discovery, shield us all from ruination. But they've become so focused on winning a void-forsaken war that they've lost sight of it. So I'm here to remove that temptation from play and set them back on the path to worthiness. What use is there in a short victory if you've lost sight of the greater threat? Nobody's done anything about that rift in the sky for 10 years. I looked up at it every day and saw the threat it posed, remembering what I'd done. The cost.
You're really gonna stand there lecturing us about costs when it was our blood you spent?
There is always a cost in surviving where others did not. You should know that better than anyone. Yet after Horizon Point was lost and that rift tore open the sky, no one in the Order had any urgency to fix it. And now corporatists are here, ready to take advantage. I can't take it. If you truly mean so, then you won't object if I eliminate these delegates right here and now.
Don't encourage her, Commander. She hasn't changed. She's willing as ever to tread over others to reach her goal.
No, Niles. As distasteful as it may seem, I'm doing what's necessary. You're not that naive kid from Triangulum anymore. You can learn to take action. You can think for yourself.
All this jawing's a waste of time. I ought to put a bullet in you and call it a day.
Whoa. You ought to think real hard about what you're inviting here.
You can't be serious, Commander. We came here to stop DeVries, not give her a pass on murdering.
As I mentioned before, I have a proposition for you. The campaign
No! No, I thought you were just talking big. I didn't think you were actually gonna let her shoot them. I did trust you. And look at the good it did.
Niles, whatever it is you're thinking of doing, don't. We can sit down, all of us. Once we're off this station, work things out.
You still have the others fooled, but my eyes are open now. I see what you are. And I won't compromise my principles just on your say-so.
Niles, you once told me you'd do anything to become an Earth Directorate agent. To save people, no matter what it took. This is what that looks like.
Damn you both to the void. You're not fit to lead, Commander. And if taking you out means preventing worse atrocities, then so be it. Let's
Killed him, Commander. We should just go.
I certainly didn't expect you to turn on Niles after everything. Perhaps I've misjudged you. Surely you knew how he would react. He could never see past his own principles, for better or worse. But he really could have been something. Anyhow, there's something more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the Rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype Rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. Because, whether you believe it or not, you are the picture of an Earth Directorate agent. Competent, resourceful, tenacious. Stop speaking, Commander, before I take back what I just said. I need to believe that you're actually what you appear to be. As for me, I've reached the limit of what I can do here. But you can still save us. And that cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that? Don't just stand there. Go! Pick up the pace!
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update. including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries' assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the Astrogator to navigate there at any time. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution.